Hey Kaiju fans, so today I'm going to be doing a live unboxing of this Mecha King Ghidorah. It's a Bandai Namco product and it's made by, I guess the style of it is the Ichibansho figure. There's a few of these that got released rather recently. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take a look at this for the first time. So if you like our content, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. And head on over to Kaiju Kingdom Collectibles. Okay, let's get into the video. So this is actually a pretty huge box. I mean, if I look at the length, it's about 17 inches wide. I think it's about 19 tall, and it is also 13 inches deep, so a lot bigger than I thought. And this might be one of the bigger Bandai figures that I've ever seen, at least for King Ghidorah, outside of X+. So yeah, so let's go ahead and open up this guy. Alright, so I got him out of the box here, and yeah, this is obviously very well protected. And okay, I guess it's coming in two pieces. So this is the body piece here. Just on the stand and quickly rotate it. Very well packaged. It's got his body, it's got his legs, and his tails all nice and wrapped up quite well. And then we also have the second panel, which is his wings, and obviously also well packaged. So yeah, let's just start opening this guy little by little. Okay, so I basically pulled out the first plastic wrapping, and I will say he's very heavy. He's a lot heavier than I initially thought. I thought it was just going to be kind of a rather light sort of statue, and obviously I haven't put this fully together yet, but it's it looks amazing, and it is heavy, so I'm going to go ahead and assemble it entirely right now. Go ahead and put him together here. So I'll start with his tail. Okay, now he's all assembled, so I guess we can take a look more deeply on this figure here. Okay, so first of all, it is very big. It's a lot longer than I thought it would be. If you kind of do the measurement here, that's probably about 20 inches long, and the figure with the wings is probably about, let's call it 17 inches high. So this is a very big figure, probably one of the biggest I've seen from Bandai proper. So I guess my first reaction is that this looks amazing. I've been kind of waiting for this kind of figure for years now. There have been other Mecha King Ghidorahs, but they all have sort of the flexible heads and they're kind of posable, but this one's more legitimate statue. So first things first, the wings are incredible. Yeah, the texture on the wings themselves with the gold plating has this sort of mesh, and then as you kind of run your finger along some of the edges here, even though this is not metal, it almost feels, or at least it appears to be metal. And all these little, I guess, nodules and other apparatuses here, they're very well constructed, and yeah, I really like how the wings look. Okay, and obviously I'm looking at these heads here, and they're very distinct and they are very well detailed. Like if I even touch some of the mouth area, his teeth are, you know, well crafted, and I would say they may even be individually painted. I can't tell for sure, but you can definitely see the crevices in his entire face, and you have these sort of horns coming off of him, and they are sharp and they are very, very well painted. And I think this goes for the second live head as well over here. Also very, very cool. And obviously what I like about King Ghidorah, or this mecha version, is specifically because he's got this bionic body section, and then he's got the sort of mechanical and android sort of head over here. And as I'm looking at this head, it is amazingly detailed. I can see the green irises of the eyes. There's these little crevices, and there's almost like I don't know, kind of a indented sort of area where I guess some of these other spines are kind of coming out, which I think is really, really nice. And then if you look at the neck itself, it's so well articulated, in how it's demonstrated. Obviously, you can't move the head, but nevertheless, you look at the paint job and it is excellent. This is really, really cool. All these little details with sort of cables attached to the neck, cascading into his chest area. This is where Emmy sits in the movie, and she's kind of in control of King Ghidorah. And the plated armor looks terrific as well. It's pretty hard to the touch. I mean, it feels like it's real metal, although it's not. But you kind of get the sense that it is. And he's also got these metal shin guards as well, which is part of kind of the reconstruction after he is defeated by a Godzilla in the present term, and then he obviously is coming from the future. Alright, so let's go ahead and rotate this figure, and as we kind of roll to the back of the figure here, yeah, wow, it's just, it's so expansive. I'm gonna love showing this in my collection here. There's a little bit of tension that is required to be able to push the wings and the tails in, and obviously I haven't pushed everything in perfectly just yet because I may want to remove the tails, but it does take a little bit of strength, and you do have to be careful because these wings, I can tell already, are pretty fragile, so just when you're assembling it, be careful of that. But yeah, obviously there's a lot of things to talk about in these two tails. I guess first of all, they're long and they're going in sort of a spread direction as opposed to kind of a more parallel one, which I think is unique. Really goes to show how big and massive this figure is. And I guess I always took for granted sort of these ends of the tail. You kind of look closely here. It feels like metal. I mean, again, it's probably plastic underneath, but as it appears, it's metallic looking, and it's it's very intricate. You could tell it took some time to definitely put that together. In addition to that, I think this ridge is really, really cool here as well. I just maybe didn't realize in the movie there's not that many shots with him from behind, but I guess there is sort of this spinal thing, and it looks like there's a vent here at the bottom. Maybe it's a mechanical energy processing sort of apparatus. Don't know for sure. Okay, yeah, so that was the unboxing of this Mecha King Ghidorah made by Bandai Namco. This is the Western version of a Self-Vix line, Ichibancho line specifically. I love this thing. I'm going to be proudly showing this in my collection. I just got to find space for it now. But yeah, until next time, take care.